Hi guys, it's Mommy Hen here with Blessed Hobby Farm. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. So I'm wanting to start putting out some instructional videos. Basic chickens, basic gardening, basic stuff for all the beginners that's coming over to this lifestyle, raising chickens, raising a garden, all that stuff. I've seen an uptick lately. Seen questions on social media. So I'm wanting to address some of those questions and kind of help somebody out. 30 years experience and that kind of thing, and I'd like to kind of help where I can when I can. So I'm going to start putting out small videos addressing certain questions that I've seen pop up a lot lately. Today's going to be covering egg storage. So the whole question is versus putting your eggs on the kitchen counter versus putting them in the refrigerator, and what's the protocol for that. So if you have chickens and you're getting your own eggs, you do not have to put those in the refrigerator. So when a hen lays an egg, she secretes what is known as the bloom. The bloom is a film made of proteins and different lipids, and it goes over the outside of the eggshell. The purpose of that is to coat the shell. If you'll ever look at an eggshell, if I had one here, I would show you, but my girls have stopped laying due to the cold weather and the fact that I switched up their feed because of the cold weather, but that's a completely different video. But if you'll get an egg, you can see, and look at it real close, you can see that there's pores in the shell. Okay, the bloom is supposed to coat those pores to keep air and bacteria from getting in. The reason that they do this is because of protecting their babies. When a chicken lays an egg, it's not thinking, oh, I'm making breakfast for my human. It's laying eggs for potentially having babies. So can you leave your eggs on the counter? As long as you don't wash the bloom off of them, yes, you can. The bloom is what keeps the egg protected. It's what keeps bacteria from getting in, and it's what gives them a longer shelf life. So there's no need for refrigeration. And okay, how long can you leave them on the counter? The way that I look at that, the incubation period for an egg is 21 days, 3 weeks. So 3.5 to 4 weeks is what I would feel comfortable at. I leave mine on the counter. I check mine because there's a test that you can do to check for an egg's freshness. All right, so the test that you could do, you take a bowl about 3 or 4 inches deep, fill it all the way to the top with cold water, put your eggs in there. As long as the eggs are sitting on the bottom on their sides, then they're good. As you test older eggs, if the eggs are older that you're testing, you'll notice that they'll start sitting up on their pointed end. These are still good to eat as long as they're sitting on the bottom of the bowl, even if they're pointed straight up like this, and they will if they're about 3 weeks old. If you're testing your egg and the egg doesn't sit on the bottom, it floats straight to the top, don't eat the egg. That one's bad. Just scramble it up and feed it back to your chickens or your animals. But 3 to 4 weeks, non-washing. If there is poop and stuff on your eggs, I don't have a lot of problem with that. I keep my nest clean, and I've learned that that is key for your eggs to be clean and not be full of chicken residue. So if you have a lot of poop on it, you can take a paper towel and try to get as much off of it as you can. Just do not let water or soap or anything like that touch the bloom, because it will come right off. If you want to put your farm fresh eggs in the fridge, doesn't hurt it. It doesn't necessarily lengthen the freshness of your egg. It's just another way of storing them. Now, can you leave store-bought eggs on the counter? No. Store-bought eggs have already went through a washing process, which means that bloom has already been off there. And depending on how long it's been from the time that the bloom was washed off to the eggs actually got to the store to getting to your refrigerator, it's kind of hard telling. So those would need to stay in the refrigerator for however long you can do it. You can always do that test that I was talking about with those eggs and see for yourself. Do a little experiment there, play around with all that. Okay, so that's all that I intended to cover in this video. If you like what you see here, do a chicken impression for me. Take your finger and peck on that like and subscribe button. turn on your notifications so you'll get notifications when I put more like this video out. And thanks for stopping by and giving me some of your time. Bye.